Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to part, we'll drink a cup of kindness yet, for the sake of old lang syne. Fellow Toastmasters, acquaintances old and new, friends, Happy New Year. Happy new Toastmasters year. It's year 12 of what has been a wild goose chase. Back in 2000, we traded for goods and services with a thing called punts. A bondholder was that broken jug you kept in the press for the super glue and the prize bonds. It was the year that a small boat set sail. On board her, two of our present Toastmasters, Dirk and Ollie, as well as another Toastmaster from Galway. They had a mission. They had a mission to circumnavigate the island of Ireland, which they did. And like the true adventurers that they were no sooner back in port that they were already planning their next adventure. Now, what could be more challenging than the high seas of the Atlantic? Well, for some people, standing right up here. And Toastmasters was born that year, here in Westport, 2000. 12 years later, about 200 meetings, about 600 speeches and evaluations, and something like 2,500 topics. We're back again in the port town of Westport to start on another voyage. And perhaps a good opportunity to ask the questions that I'm sure Ollie and Dirk asked of Ray Hughes from Galway. Toastmasters, what's it all about? Toastmasters has something like 280,000 members in 116 countries around the world, 13,500 clubs, just like ours. Different, some in different languages, different cultures. But they have one thing in common. They have a mission statement. And this mission is in your manual, so as you've been looking over your manuals in the last week, you'd have come across this. What is Toastmasters about? To provide a mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every member has the opportunity to develop communication and leadership skills, which in turn foster self-confidence and personal growth. Are you up for it? I suppose over the years, Westport Toastmasters has maybe slightly amended the constitution, as people in the west of Ireland are prone to do. And we've added a subsection, not formally of course, but and to have fun. So let's ratify this year. Let's do what it says on the tin, and let's have lots of fun doing it. Now, the interesting thing about the boat which went on a mission, the Wild Goose, was they were a crew of 7 or 8, but there were no passengers. And it's fitting that Toastmasters is very much the same. We're all crew. There are no passengers. We can come occasionally, our guests can come and join in, but everybody is expected to join in and help out. And that's why we have such a good club. We make a promise. And again, as you've been reviewing your manuals over the last week, when we sign up, when we pay our fee, whenever we join Toastmasters, we made a Toastmasters promise. The Toastmasters promise to attend club meetings regularly, to prepare all of my speeches and leadership assignments to the best of my ability, basing them on the projects in the Competent Communication Manual, the Advanced Communication Manuals, or the Competent Leadership Manuals, to prepare and fulfill meeting assignments, to provide fellow members with helpful, constructive evaluations, to help the club, and so on and so on. It's there for yourself to read. We've been doing this. We've been doing this for 12 years. And this is one of the reasons we have one of the best clubs in the country. the most active membership, the club that's the envy of other clubs. If that's the Toastmasters promise that we keep, I challenge you to make another promise. To make a promise to ourselves. When we came to Toastmasters, sometimes we had a goal we wanted to achieve. There was something on the horizon. I want to be better at work. I want to be more confident. I have to give a speech at a wedding. I want to be able to do that. There was something on the horizon. But you know what, like the adventurers and the wild goose, the real fun and adventure start when they went beyond the horizon. So I want you to make a promise to yourselves to look beyond the horizon, to set a challenge for yourself, to set a challenge that's beyond your limitations, something that you can't see yourself doing. And that's where the real fun starts.